Yes, and I'm sat here at Uprising with Paul and Adam from Breed 77.
We brought the sun.
You did, all the way from Gibraltar.
Hey, like they gave me so much crap at the airport, but I had to pack it in.
What the hell, man?
I wanted to bring the sun in my hand luggage, but they said I had to store it in the hold.
Oh, damn. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Honestly, it's been years since I've seen you, and it's, and I've always been on the other side, since I was 18. I first met this guy when I was 18. So,
we go way back.
Long time, man. But yeah, Simon said to me, it was at last Bloodstock last year. He said to me, "Oh, you're gonna love what we're doing." I was like, okay, all right. So, and then when you guys popped up, we had
to keep it secret for a while.
Yeah. Well, but and it was it's one of those revelations as well, because when you're you guys have been off the radar for a bit. I mean, I know you did a one-off in 2018. You did an acoustic, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did that. That was it was me and Danny really.
Yeah.
Me and Danny did an appearance, and the band as such was 2017, Gibraltar National Day 2017 was the last time we played together, and Simon had we've been on hiatus. We did get a bunch of emails sent and people for bookings and what have you. And usually, to be honest, we'd ignore most of it because we were really disconnected from everything.
Yeah.
And it was last year when Simon contacted me again to with the potential to play here at Uprising, and I turned to Danny and I'd go dude, we need a catalyst. We need something, which will define the scheduling of what we do.
Yeah.
And so we've tied a knot around Uprising, and everything's based around this. We start here at Uprising.
Amazing.
We put out a song beginning of the year, a couple of months ago, End of the Line.
Yep.
Get ready for this, and another single coming out on Monday, Outside. So everything's pinned around Uprising has been the thing, that's brought us out.
It's been
not rather brought us out of retirement, rather, but it's it gave us a timetable, I think.
A catalyst to come out. Yeah. Well, it's it's amazing. Absolutely amazing, and there's a lot of people, have kind of I think come together when you guys put it out that you were coming back, and it was this big whoa. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was
it's sweet. I think we've always valued. I think the people that are into a band. You don't want to call it. I don't like people calling it fan base and crap like that. But our friends that are into the band are very loyal.
Yeah.
Are very supportive.
Yeah.
And even though I've been saying that in all interviews, we're unsigned right now, but we're a very, very, very popular unsigned band.
Yes, you're literally.
It's really cool. It's kind of a nice thing, we're doing a lot of things off our own back, we're slowly building the foundations of what Breed 77 is going to be now,
Yeah, and always has been really. You've always been kind of you're hardworking. You've always done things yourself.
We've always had to. We are not the kind of guys of it's our baby. We need to be there, you know.
Growth.
And even though you end up paying a bunch of people to do a bunch of different things, you're right there over the shoulder every step of the way. And I wouldn't have it any other way because I don't know if you feel as passionately as we do about the band, you can't let anything slip. Really.
Yeah, exactly. So and you're new to the band, Adam, as well. So how did that come about, man?
I have a mutual friend of Stuart's.
Yeah.
And we had a band. We supported Breed 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, on an acoustic tour, and then.
Yeah, but I think we played together before and everything.
Was it before?
Yeah, and everything.
Fuzzy, man.
No, we played Mariana Hollow. They're called, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Great girl singer. The drummer was a big shot. But the singer was amazing. I think we played together maybe we once or twice a plug gig. We've done a plug gig together. Yeah. Before that, and I think it was one of a case of you need someone. We need a new drummer.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a complete unknown as well. It's going to be another level of weird. To it, and I think you you had done an audition for Danny's other band as well, no?
Yeah, and I would see Danny doing sound. I'd play with loads of bands, and Danny would always be doing the sound.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Oh, how are you doing?" So there was always that connection with
Yeah,
Danny.
and then he did an audition like for the Heretic Order, and Danny was like it's not for the Heretic Order, but dude, like this guy can play.
Yeah.
So the minute we were looking for drummers, like, dude, like you've already tried him. It was an easier thing, and I wasn't able, like I'm very evil genius kind of over the band. Breed's my baby, yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to be in the UK for any of this process. It was
that was hard, man.
No, but it's a weird one, and I had to go and it was like it was unbeknownst to you, just like behind the scenes, it was loads of like dude, and like this is what we're looking for. Yeah, this is what we want to be, and this is what you need to do. You know, to pull stuff out in the rehearsal. It was just, I don't know, like you just need to see, like, will he fit with what we do musically and personally.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's last 5 minutes have been great. But no, it's worked out. It's worked out. Like, I think we're all really happy. Like we've got a unit together that we're very proud of, and just raring to display it live. You know, there's only so much rehearsing you can do.
That's true. That is really true. But like today's the first gig, isn't it? Now.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the first time we're going to play on a stage together. It's the first time the new breed's going to be out together. It's the first time we're going to play new songs. It's loads of firsts. It's the first time in 10 years.
10 years.
That
man.
Breed 77 played the UK.
Can't believe it's been that long. But
I know.
Yeah.
Like everyone got old except me. I don't know what's going on.
You're vampire Paul. always. Yeah, because the last album was Evil Inside, wasn't it?
Evil Inside was 2013.
2013, yeah.
This is when we released it.
Wow, Lord. So yeah. So it means, like, obviously you're writing again and you're releasing again. So you're going to be building up to, because I know you were doing things like during lockdown and that, but like you're going to be like doing more releases as the year goes on. And
that is the idea. The idea is to do this whole thing, doing the whole singles thing, but an album's coming as well.
Yeah.
You know, so there's going to be both. I think the singles give us and we calling it excuse all day, but like the reason to be able to go out and play.
Yeah.
That's a new thing that didn't exist back in our day.
Yeah.
Like you had to have an album. Like no one would give you the time of day you didn't have an album.
Yeah.
Now you can hang your coat on songs.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. I think it's great. Anything that equates to being able to play live more, I think is great. And at the same time, we were able still to deliver the album experience at the end of it.
Yeah.
So there's going to be, you know, a bit of both. It's for us. It's always been about having songs that we could stand behind, and maybe that's the reason why it's taken so long from when we've planned to get together. It's been like 3-4 years since we said, "Oh, we're back," but we're not really back. We were getting back together.
Momentum.
The distance doesn't help.
Yeah.
It's been very tough. It's the first time we've written so remotely.
Yeah.
Where reactions to writing is an email or a message back,
Yeah.
which and we all know that we write very cold. We write in messages in a very different way than how we speak, because there's no instant reaction, and it's a very different thing. You really kind of temper how you speak to someone, because you're measuring everything you see and everything,
visuals,
and online there's nothing, and there's not this thing when you come up with a riff and you can go and you can sell it to the man. You can be there, "Oh, dude, man, last night and this sounds like this, and this is and you got that thing, you know, that gets everybody riled up. You just send music.
Yeah,
it's very
digital.
clinical. Very. So that's been trying to get organic results out of that has been tough, and getting music that we thought was good enough to be back with. Because we didn't want to be back with the legacy. We want to be back with something new. And we wanted people to be interested in and excited about the new stuff. Really.
Yeah. Which I think has worked, to be honest, because like you've had a really good reaction to the End of the Line. You know, old crowd and new crowd as well. Like there's been a really, really good reaction, and obviously you've got the new one. You know, outside, coming out. Did you say Monday, Tuesday?
Monday.
Yeah,
Monday 27th. Yeah.
So on a bank holiday, that's going to be a mega.
You didn't have shops open anymore or anything.
No.
Before it was crazy, man.
Exactly.
I'm from an age where we sold records. We sold thousands of records, and it was a science to it. You had to see who else was releasing that month, what day you released, how far away was payday, which shops you could get into, who was going to give you what they call end rack shelving, and there were so many factors into it. It was completely different, and now we're going like, dude, let's release what? Oh, right in the middle of the tour. Oh, but let's do it at 10 o'clock in the morning on a bank holiday because people are going to be online and they can. It's a different thing. It's changed so much. I would have never dreamt to do anything like that. You know, bank holiday. How are people going to get into HMV?
No, this is it. Whereas the HMV's like doesn't seem so much as a commodity at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
Does it exist still?
Yeah.
They're bringing the flagship store back, aren't they?
Are they? Yeah.
It's going to be like, as you say, a collector's paradise type thing.
They're doing all that special stuff, isn't it? Yeah, they were doing that stuff. Yeah, in the Oxford Street store. Towards the end, they had like band shirts that cost like £100 and stuff like that. And,
car.
What have you? But
imagine that these days, man. Like,
but there's so much that's missing about the music experience that I think added to it that people don't understand. They don't understand the going through the racks, the finding stuff, because maybe the cover spoke to you. The asking someone at a record shop to play something for you. You discover new music off your own effort, and off your own effort you tend to value it more. Whereas this transitory, easy come, easy go streaming thing, you play to death one day, the next day you'll be playing something else to death. It can be like that, and that's why I think there's so many trappings of the old music industry that I think are vital to bring back, or to bring some similar thing back, so that so people have the value. There's value in music. There should be more value, and more it gets devalued, and devalued, and it's just like the guy from Spotify reckons I shouldn't get paid for any music I make. He reckons he's democratizing music. How about I democratize banks? How about I democratize? It's absolute rubbish.
It is,
and we are guilty of allowing that to happen. Because we are more about the laziness, about the facility, the ease of getting the song. They're thinking, no, we are destroying careers. Bands that can be making music for 20 years to come, enriching your life for 20, 30 more years, and they got to call it quits because there's no model that works for a band, a starting band, financially to go and grow. It doesn't exist right now.
No.
Right now, we live in an age where there won't be any more U2s. There won't be any more Rolling Stones. There won't be any more AC/DCs. That's where it's at right now.
Absolutely,
And it needs to change. It needs to change. We need to create the bands for life, and we need to nurture that link that people had to the music that made it. Like we see it here. We see it like in the metal and the rock scene. People die for their music. Still.
This is it.
And all music was like that before. And now it's like even in metal, it's crept in that there's style over substance, there's image over substance, there's all that crap happening. It's been going on for ages, But it's so important that I believe to bring back that concept of the value. Of music. Music has a value. That song you're listening to, something that costs money to make, and costs time and effort to make, and we need to value it the same way that now. The same value that's given to paintings now.
Exactly.
And stuff, and art that needs to be extended to music
instead of it being so accessible at a click of a button.
But in a totally holistic, organic way. For it,
back to roots, man.
We need to value. We need to recognize that, But in society as a whole, there's so many things that are upside down. We need to recognize that we shouldn't be paying footballers the stupid amount of money. We should be paying people that
artists.
Enrich your life.
Exactly.
I think artists to a lesser degrees, but heart surgeons and nurses. And people who have selfless jobs. And those are the people that have. That's where the intrinsic value is in the worth of their job. Artists to a lesser degree fill your life, make your life pretty, make your life. I think art gives your existence a soul.
Is it? But
it's one of those things that like other people find through religion, but the majority of people can find through art. It's someone has expressed something that I can relate to. I find myself expressed through the art of someone else. People find ways of communicating ideas and concepts through music that other people can't even verbalize. And it's very important for people to hear. And I think music and art has saved lives.
Absolutely.
And I don't think football ever did.
No, yeah, I totally agree.
And that's the thing, and I've chosen football as a focus because it's the most ridiculous thing happening on earth. It's 11 grown men kicking a ball, a sack of air.
Literally.
It's a great sport, but there's so many other sports that show so much more skill.
Yeah.
Like nearly every other sport. It just happened football is the one they've been able to commercialize.
Yeah.
So don't everybody think, oh, beautiful game. No, these are words and concepts you've been brainwashed with.
Yeah.
Because the end game is the amount of money that the powers that be are making of football. Mm-hmm. All it is, it's just a commercial end. It's all it is. And other sports that don't have that much commerciality tend to be much better sports.
Absolutely.
They tend to be more loyal to their supporters. They tend to fight and die for their club. Footballers nowadays
just don't. Yeah.
I've got to. If you stub my toenail like in minute 5, I'm out of here. This game I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Nah, this game I'm just gonna.
I still get paid anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough about crap football.
He says. Yeah. Well, yeah. So as you guys have you're releasing these new 2 songs, and so obviously it's been a while since you've put something out in era. Since The Evil Inside, things like that. So there's obviously an element of growth there, especially since we've had things like the pandemic and things people take a lot for granted. Yeah, exactly. So I kind of think that it's good to have especially artists like you guys, and you put in something new out after so long. It gives people who are previous listeners or lovers of you guys something a bit more.
I think an awareness of the change more than anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And whereas I think we've always changed. We've always tried.
Yeah, you've always had growth there.
It changed, and it would have been impossible not to grow, not to have some kind of change in the interim in between. We've all listened to different things.
Yeah.
There's a different drummer to the last songs that were recorded.
Yeah.
It's different, but not consciously so. I think we were much more conscious about progressing and evolving.
Yeah.
When the album cycles were much closer together.
Yeah.
I think this is more a case of first of all, we just wrote a bunch of songs to see where we were at.
Yeah.
And which songs are those, because we all write for different things as well. We don't write for Breed. Which songs were Breed, and what was going to define Breed going forward. And it was a weird one because there hasn't been anything that really stood out that in any way, shape. It's been more, and the process of when we're recording them is they're constantly morphing and turning into what they are.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right into the last minute.
Yeah. I think that's really important
once we record
in music.
because we don't have the luxury of being able to spend ages in a recording and me go that I'm not there for one recording. I'm recording vocals one place.
Yeah.
We've got a few days for drums, so we are kind of victims of our circumstance.
Yeah.
So we're just making the most of everything. If there's something that we should have changed months ago, but now we're in the studio, we're going to change it there and then.
Yeah.
And it's going to carry on evolving, and it's more of a case of, and that's what's happened to everything. Everything's I haven't had a proper impression of our songs till they were mixed and mastered.
Yeah.
There was something else, but it not how they are now,
Yeah, of course.
And I think there's going to be more surprises to come. There's going to be songs that maybe even veer more from what people are used to hearing us. But we're lucky in a way that as we always remain so diverse, there's no direction we can't head in that will be taboo, really.
Yeah.
Because we've already done stuff,
Of course,
we were doing flamenco dance remixes in 20 years ago, man, and stuff like that. So there's always been an experimental aspect to us. I think people will welcome that. I think if you're a fan of Breed, you tend to be a little bit more out there.
Diverse,
you like that, yeah. And I don't know, we really hope people it'll translate,
it will,
that's what we want. All you can do is you create and you put it out there. You create it with certain intentions, thinking this is going to be killer on the dance floor, or this is going to be this hook, this line, this, that, and there's quite a few things that I'm just fascinated to see how they develop. Through the subject matter on the album is probably the most important I've had for years and years and years. It's very it's a very, very old trope of not fitting in and stuff like that, and shit that I thought that now at 48 I'd be over. But I've gone back to live in a small town. You know what Gibraltar's like. So it's become very, very apparent, and every time I do the song's called Outside, you know,
of course.
But it's most of the album is about that whole not fitting in, the not feeling. That whole dilemma you have with is it me or them kind of crap, you know, which is what leads to loads of at least we've seen in our scene, to loads of self-harm and depression and crap, because I'm not accepted because I'm part of this small scene and stuff like that, and I'm not accepted. And even though we come to these places which are just like cathedrals of unity, man, it's so like you can't go to a dance club or that and feel at ease as you feel here, you know. But a lot of those lines, a lot of those concepts have been brought to the fore for me moving to a very close-minded small town that's caught up in a very different lifestyle. And it's brought loads of things, and I'm like, dude, I've been feeling like this for 30 years, man. Is it gonna stop?
Or
can I empower myself with it? And a lot of the songs, the subject matter will be a lot about, you know, just pointing out that the how ostracized you feel from society, how not fit in and stuff like that. And then like it's kind of like it's counterpoint to it. You know what? It's kind of okay not to fit in, because if fitting in means becoming one of these people who are into their date rape, their hit and run, you know, regular society, the crimes that regular people do.
Absolutely,
You know, it's sad, the people that.
That's what it's come to. Like,
there's people that the value system is just so skewed by influence rather than by themselves. That you know, I don't want to be a part of that gang.
No, of course
but you can't help the feeling, because the rest of the world's populated by them. And it's really hard to fight the feeling, you know. Without being competitive,
like
you don't want to be. You don't want to be. You don't want to be like confrontational or competitive. And a lot of people do. So a lot of people come out and they go in their blacks and in their they're dressed up in the metal and they're going out in there and they're going out. You know, I don't give a shit kind of thing. And they end up intimidating people, and people are like, whoa, long hair, piercing, dressed in black kind of thing, with that attitude. So for me, it's more a case of like, you know, like it's really hard to find your place in the world, and I think it's okay for that to be a lifelong thing. It's okay for that, because I've met people who are much older than me and have achieved something like a place of happiness in their life. And dude, if it takes me that long to reach it, maybe but the journey's half the fun anyway, you know?
Well, this is the thing, and there's a lot of people that have like lost their lives that are still in that, like, you know, at the time, do you know what I mean? And something that did really surprise me, and in a good way as well, is that obviously you guys have got like this little tour going on, and you're with Sif and Akira, like, I love those guys. And
I've got to bump into them somewhere. They've already played, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Like they're floating around.
If you spot them within eyesight of me, like introduce
I will. I'll be like, have you not met them yet?
No, not yet. Tomorrow's a proper will be like the vibe.
They're lovely guys, really lovely guys. But they're a proper party band as well. They're like, they will bring some like proper electronic kind of, you know, vibes as well. So. And I think that like that diversity, you guys and them, I think that's going to fit really, really well.
A couple of people had told us, like, I checked out their Spotify, their Facebook and stuff. Like I'm not out there, I'm not able to. And like you say, it's really interesting. And I was telling George before that there is this diversity. There's some in metal. There's some bands that have taken that whole kind of like the dance crossover thing. They're taking it really far, and like we're talking about an age when, you know, Pendulum's like old in the tooth, and we've had everyone from Rob Zombie to Prodigy to everyone, they've done this, and some people have found in the last kind of year and a half, 2 years, new ways of expressing that thing, you know. And then you've even got like Sleep Token, like putting in other things that are really like just completely pop kind of, I don't know, R&B or I don't know.
Ethereal,
like, So there's a diversity, and it's cool, but it's like this is an audience that, even though like they love, I'm gonna love a Dio and a Deep Purple forever, can be marvelously diverse and open to everything, you know. And you don't get another genre that can be as different, you know, within the genre that everyone will listen to, you know. Like you're not gonna have usually you wouldn't have like a jazz band playing with a reggae band.
Does, is
Playing
it?
with but in metal, like, and in rock, you're gonna have
lot of
everybody,
fusion.
a lot of fusion. Like a band that is avant-garde kind of will play with someone who is prog, will play with someone who is punk,
Yeah.
will play with someone who is ragga, with someone. There's a lot of different things in it, and people, I think, more accepting. I think, but getting back to the same thing of like everyone's tight.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone, you get to this place and immediately you're tight. It's like I'm being a rebel today. I'm going like I'm anti-metal today. I'm dressed up like a chav, and
Well,
but
your
like
t-shirt says death metal on it.
yeah, it does. But like for the one, it's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
fluorescent green and grey.
But that's what the Sifu and Akira guys are
Yeah.
like, though. They're really colourful. So. You
But
know.
like no, but when I play this place, you dress in black and immediately you're tight. You're in that
Yeah,
group,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and it's a wonderful feeling that I haven't felt for ages because I don't get that in Gibraltar.
Yeah.
I don't get any of this.
Yeah.
I don't get any place where I go like that, dude, man. Like I really fit in here.
Yeah.
And for now, everything's so new to me because it's been like I'm weird. I'm weirded out right now. It's like, look, it's my tribe, but I've been like away for like
Ages. Yeah, like, yeah.
But it's that. It's like, and for me, like, and the weird thing from being so distant, like my first reaction is like, yes, like these people are dressed up in black and long hair. Because I've been away from it all, like I've turned into a Karen.
Karen.
What the fuck? I turned into a Karen. And I'm like that because I've been taken out of it for so long. But the being out of it is what's feeding all this line of lyrics I'm writing anyway, because it's that, and this is my antidote. to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
This is
The
home.
second home, yeah,
This
yeah.
is home. No, red, never mind second. This is just home. You know, it just feels more normal to me. It's a normal
Yeah.
I've known for ages, and I've been like kind of conditioned now in the last 10 years to get used to another normal. You know?
Yeah,
they're
that's
all
true.
valid. They're all different. You know, different dimensions of of life. But yeah, this feels right.
Yeah, and that's how it should be.
If you'll excuse me, I
Need to go ready.
Get ready.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I will wrap it up then. Thank you,
Thank you
so
for-
much, guys.
It's
Thank
our pleasure.
you, always. It's been absolutely amazing to speak to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.